All right, this is a BMW 2013 X5 XDRIVE35I. This is the 3.0. This car cranks but with no start. And this is the codes we have here. A bunch of codes. A lot. But one thing you gotta do first is hook up a scanner, scan the car to see what you can find. Now when I turn the switch on, it was not staying on like that. It will get power and then goes off, and then turn it back on and it goes off, then turn it back on and it goes off, and keep doing that. So in the back is the two fuses that were blowing. So I had the code for the terminal 15, and I'm going to show you which one is it. The two fuses that were blowing, it powered the ignition and a bunch of crap. Now all this code right here, as you can see, the code that really matters is this one right here. The terminal 87, no voltage. That's why this car would never start. This right here. That's the one you got to look at it. All this, they might be because this one. So you got to fix this one first. Like the terminal 15, that's the main code. You have to look at that first. And then if you see the terminal 87, no voltage, I'm going to show you what that is. And it's simple. It's easy to fix. And, you don't have to tear the whole car apart to do that. Let me show you what the terminal 15 is, and or what happened when the ignition switch is not getting power. As you know, this is where the battery is located, right underneath this plastic right here. So here is the battery, and here is the fuse box. Right here. Right here. So here are the fuses. A bunch of fuses for a lot of crap. But the one that you got to look at it when the ignition switch is not staying on or won't turn on, these two right here. The top one and this bottom one, they were blowing. So this is called terminal 15. When I didn't have power on the ignition to read the code with the scanner, I did check all of this, and I found out that these two that were blowing, the 220s, and I replaced them for the 220s. So you can see a different color. It had something like this, like light yellow, something like that. So put these two new ones in, and I'm going to show you the other compartment with more fuses. But these two are for the terminal 15, or a bunch of other stuff, but this is what it powered the ignition switch to. So you got to look on this one if your ignition switch is not working. Now let's go to the passenger side. And now we're on the passenger side. Right here at the passenger side is the other fuse box that you need to check it out too. Check all this, the fuses and everything, make sure everything is good. And it's easy to take it out. You only take this bolt out, or screw, whatever you want to call it, and it will come right down. And terminal 87 is located right here. So you can see this is the passenger side. This is what the intake goes for the AC, heat, and whatever, for the fan. So all this crap, they're right here. This is the intake, this is the filter. And this box right here, this electronic box, as you can see right here underneath, right here. So you take this out, and this is the terminal 87. I mean, this is for a lot of things, but in here is where they powered. This powers the DME and a whole bunch of stuff too. So here is the 50 amp fuse on this big one right here, where the white label is. It's a 50 amp fuse, and it's all 20, 15 fuses right on this thing, right in here. You can buy the whole module or power supply, something, I forgot the name for this thing, but you get the idea. It's right here. What I did is I didn't show that on camera because it took me a while to open it, and I didn't have nobody to hold the camera. So what I did is I put the heat gun around it. I open it up with a knife all the way around and take this back plate off. This is all silicone. This is silicone outside, but I glue this with the JB Weld. so it's gluing there really good. But I put a little bit of silicone outside just in case for the water, but I don't think it's gonna get water in it. I glue it pretty good inside, and I only replaced the 15 amp fuse. This is right here. It's gonna be right here, the first one on this corner right here where it go, 15 amp fuse. And you just replace that fuse or any other fuse that is blowing, right? It's like 6 fuses in here or 7, something like that, and the big one, right? This cable right here, this is the power cable, comes from the battery, and this is it. So now the car start right up, no problem. But this is every time you see the car crank and not starting or having an issue with the scanner, you know, reading the codes and whatever, so make sure you look at this box. You can buy a brand new, or you can open it and replace it. Now, is the board inside you see is damaged or burned, then you just have to buy a new one. I don't know how much this thing goes for, but I think they go for like 300 maybe. I don't know, but you can open it and then seal it back up with glue and silicone, whatever you know. Then you would save money. You save a little bit of money. And this is when it says terminal 87 no voltage, this is what it means. It's right here, because there's a bunch of little relays in here that it powers the, like I said, the DME for the computer and all bunch of stuff. I believe the immobilizer too, and like I said, a bunch of crap that is being powered by this box. So when it says terminal 87, this is the terminal 87 right here, and that's what you need to look at first before you start going nuts and replacing parts and all that crap. And sometimes it's to blow up, it's got to be a short somewhere, because that's why it blows. And in this case, what happened is the serpentine belt broke, and it broke the oil pressure sensor. And I think that shorted the system or something, but for now it's still pretty good. I had no codes. I started up, and it was pretty simple, you know. Just got to look at the fuses and everything, and like I said, open the box, and that'll be it. You save money, and you know, it's not, you don't have to pay somebody to do it. But if you're not comfortable doing it, then just go buy the whole piece. But you do not need it. It's got to be a fuse in here that is blowing. Make sure you take a look at that. I don't know why they put this crap like that in here. Why don't you just put it inside with this, no water getting in or whatever? But you know, that's German. All right, so now you see we're inside the car. I did full scan on the vehicle. Everything is green. DME pass. That's what the 87 what you know what it says, the 87 now voltage. So now everything is good. As you can see, everything is green. So it should start right up. Let's see what happened. And it does. Check engine light went away. The tire pressure is on, but I just put air on the tire. That will go away as soon as I start driving. So everything is green. So everything is good to go. So as you can see right there, only it's simple to do though. You don't need to spend a whole bunch of money trying to fix it, you know, because sometimes the car would not start. It crank, it would not start. And on these BMWs or Mercedes, it can get pretty expensive, Audis and something like that. But as you can see now, everything is running good, and it's a cold engine, but it's gonna warm up. And that runs a little bit better, you know. And I gotta take it for the dry too, so everything goes through the computer and everything get set up for the inspection and all that stuff. So everything is working fine. Thanks for watching.